押せばいいんですか？
Yeah, supporting for your events.
彼も入りますか？入る上。返すと進みますか？私たちのいろんなものを始めます。すごく親しみを感じます。私もいろんなものをするよ。
He's helping a lot for Sri Lanka always.
Lanka. Really? よろしくお願いします。Sure. Thank you very much.
本日はスリランカビジネスフォーラムと交流会をお越しいただき誠にありがとうございます。昔のネット収書をお待ちください。Thank you very much for joining us at the Sri Lanka Business Forum event workshop. Please wait a little longer until the event begins. 大変お待たせいたしました。Thank you very much for waiting. 本日はスリランカビジネスフォーラムと交流会へお越しいただき誠にありがとうございます。私は本日司会を務めます石井真由子と申します。Thank you very much for joining us today at the Sri Lanka Business Forum and Networking Session. My name is Mayuko Ishii, and it's a great honor to be your MC today. はじめに輸出開発局マンガラ・ビジェイシンハ会長より歓迎のご挨拶をいたします。First, as a welcome address, Mr. Mangala Vijay Singha, Chairman of the Export Development Authority, will deliver remarks. 会長お願いいたします。Please proceed.
Honorable Chaturanga Singha, Deputy Minister of Industry and Development. Hediki Saho, San, Director General of Japan External Trade Organization, JETRO, Osaka. Professor Janat Kumar Singha, His Excellency, the Ambassador of Sri Lanka, Japan. Members of the Japan External Trade Organization, Japan Chamber of Commerce and Industry, JCCI, and Musami-san, Sri Lanka Business Council in Japan, and also Mr. Mahed Karivasan, President, Sri Lanka Business, Japan Sri Lanka Business Council, and representing Sri Lanka business delegations, Mr. Salat Ganegoda and team members, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Sri Lanka Export Development Board, it is my great pleasure to welcome all of you to the Sri Lanka Business Forum and Networking sessions being held here today at the Commodity Hall World Expo 2025 in Osaka, Japan. This event marks an important milestone in strengthening the long partnership between Sri Lanka and Japan. We are deeply honored to have among us esteemed dignitaries from governments, business communities, and trade organizations from both countries.
スリランカ輸出開発局を代表し、本日ここ大阪・関西万博コモンズ E ホールで開催されるスリランカビジネスフォーラムおよびセッションに皆様を心より歓迎申し上げます。本イベントはスリランカと日本の長年にわたるパートナーシップをさらに強化する重要な節目となるものです。 両国の政府関係者、ビジネス界、貿易機関から多くのご来賓をお迎えできたことを大変光栄に思います。
Today's program is designed to showcase Sri Lanka's export potential, our favorable investment climate, and the diverse opportunities for collaboration in trade, tourism, and industry. It also provides an invaluable platform for Sri Lankan and Japanese business to network, share ideas, and forge new partnerships.
本日のプログラムでは、スリランカの輸出ポテンシャル、有利な投資環境、そして貿易、観光、産業分野における多様な協力の可能性をご紹介いたします。また、スリランカと日本の企業が交流し、アイディアを共有し、新たなパートナーシップを築くための貴重な場でもあります。
We extend our heartfelt thanks to our partners, including Embassy of Sri Lanka in Japan and the JETRO Osaka for their support in making this event possible. I invite you all to actively participate in the discussions, presentations, and B2B meeting schedules throughout the day and take full advantage of opportunities for mutual cooperation and growth.
本イベントの開催にあたりご支援いただいた駐日スリランカ大使館並びにJETRO大阪の皆様に心より感謝申し上げます。皆様には今日一日を通じて行われるディスカッション、プレゼンテーション、そして B2B ミーティングに積極的にご参加いただき、相互の協力と成長の機会を最大限に活用していただければ幸いです。
Once again, welcome to the Sri Lanka Business Forum and Networking Sessions. We look forward to a day of productive dialogues, meaningful connections, and strengthen ties between our two nations. Thank you.
改めまして、スリランカビジネスフォーラムおよびネットワーキングセッションへようこそ。両国の絆がさらに深まる有意義な一日になることを心より願っております。ありがとうございました。続きまして、開会のご挨拶として、ピビトゥル・ジャナック・クマーラ・シンハ駐日スリランカ大使閣下よりご挨拶を申し上げます。Next, as the opening address, His Excellency Pibituru Janak Kumara Singha, Ambassador of Sri Lanka to Japan, will deliver remarks. ではお願いいたします。Please proceed.
Hi everyone. Very good morning. So, Honorable Chaturanga Basing, Deputy Minister of Industry and Entrepreneurship Development, Mr. Mangala Vijay Singh, Chairman Sri Lankan Export Development Board, which we call in short EDB, Mr. Saho Hidakistan, Director General JETRO Osaka, he helped us a lot in organizing all these events, not only this, even some other events. And also from Sri Lanka, all the way from Sri Lanka here came our delegation, our special guest today, the Sri Lankan Japan Business Council, led by Mr. Kari, Mahen Kari also. Unfortunately, I think the President couldn't attend this moment today because of the last moment, medical reason. But I think we have a full-fledged delegation here. So distinguished my Japanese colleagues who are going to be partners for us in future for enhanced Sri Lankan export and import development. And also esteemed friends.
皆様こんにちは。チャトゥランガ・アベイシンヘスリランカ産業起業家開発担当副大臣、マンガラ・ビジェシンヘスリランカ輸出開発局局長、蕭秀樹日本貿易振興機構大阪本部長、ご来賓の皆様、貴重なパートナーの皆様、そして親愛なる友人の皆様。
It is great privilege to address this distinguished gathering of representatives from both Japan and Sri Lanka at the Sri Lankan Business Forum here in Osaka. Sri Lanka is writing an exciting new chapter after overcoming recent economic crisis and the challenges which we all know. We have achieved a solid macroeconomic and political stability back in our country. Our government has taken strong steps to eliminate corruption and create a transparent and efficient and investment-friendly environment in our beautiful island, which we call Sri Lanka, or Pearl of Indian Ocean.
本日ここ大阪において日本とスリランカ両国を代表する皆様がお集まりになったスリランカビジネスフォーラムでご挨拶申し上げることを大変光栄に存じます。スリランカは今胸躍る新たな章を書き始めています。近年の経済的困難を克服し、現在は確かなマクロ経済的安定と政治的安定を実現いたしました。我が国の政府は汚職の根絶に向けて強い措置を講じ、透明性が高く効率的で投資家にとって魅力的な環境づくりを進めております。
Sri Lanka's strategic location as the pearl of the Indian Ocean places us the center of major trade routes connecting South and Southeast Asia. The President has repeatedly, our present President, stressed turning this geographical advantage into a real economic value. Yeah, we can make Sri Lanka a central maritime transshipment and logistic hub.
インド洋の真珠と呼ばれるスリランカの戦略的な位置は、南アジアと東南アジアを結ぶ主要な貿易ルートの中心にあります。スリランカの大統領はこの地理的優位性を経済的価値に転換し、スリランカを海運、積み替え、物流の中核拠点とすることを繰り返し強調しております。
Thus, we are investing and improving connectivity, both sea and land, as well as streamlined port operations and customs. The steps aren't just about trade, they are about building resilient, efficient and global integrated supply chains. For Japan and other leading economics, that means partners who can help diversify their global value chains, offer alternative routes, and broaden the supply network in the Indian Ocean region.
そのため我々は陸海両面での接続性の強化、港湾業務や税関の効率化に積極的に投資しています。これらの取り組みは単なる貿易促進にとどまらず、強靭で効率的かつ世界と結びついたサプライチェーンを構築するものです。日本をはじめとする主要経済国にとってこれはバリューチェーンの多角化、代替ルートの確保、インド洋地域における供給網の拡大につながります。
What gives the potential even more face is our people, our human resource. Sri Lanka has a young, educated workforce, growing technical and vocational training programs, and a sound foundation in human capital. The President's vision includes upgrading our education system, which we have already started. When human resources, infrastructure, and strategic location aligns together, Sri Lanka can compete on a global platform, not just as a supplier, but as an innovation partner, a resilient knot in supply chains, and a reliable connection between Asia, the Middle East, Africa, and beyond. For Japan, this opens up possibilities, joint investments in logistics, training achievements manufacturing, or green industries, all built on mutual benefit and shared resilience.
そしてこの可能性を支える最大の力は人材です。スリランカには若く教育を受けた労働人口があり、技術職業訓練プログラムも拡大しています。大統領閣下のビジョンには、教育制度の高度化、国際基準に即したスキルの整備、技術訓練の最新化が含まれております。人材、インフラ、そして戦略的立地が揃えば、スリランカは単なる供給国ではなく、イノベーションのパートナーとして、またサプライチェーンの強靭な拠点、アジア、中東、アフリカなどを結ぶ信頼できるハブとして、国際舞台で競争力を持つことができます。日本にとっても物流、人材育成、先端製造業、 グリーン産業などにおける共同投資の新たな可能性が開かれるでしょう。
Today, in this beautiful morning, with nice weather, this forum is less than a meeting. It's a platform to build partnerships, foster innovations, and unlock growth for both our countries, Japan and Sri Lanka. I encourage you all to engage with our 30-40 top exporters here today, explore premium products, and discover investment opportunities that promise great returns.
本フォーラムは単なる会合ではなく、両国のパートナーシップを築き、イノベーションを育み、成長を切り開くための場です。本日ここに参加している30から40社のスリランカの有力輸出企業と積極的に交流し、優れた製品や高い収益が期待できる投資機会をぜひ探っていただきたいと思います。
I warmly invite Japanese companies, institutions and innovations to join hands with us, Sri Lanka, to invest, collaborate and shape a partnership that brings mutual prosperity, mutual benefits. Together, we can ensure that Sri Lanka's rise strengthens our bilateral ties and the stability and the resilience of the wider global economy. Thank you for your attention and look forward to fruitful discussions and new collaborations ahead. Thank you so much.
日本の企業、機関、そしてイノベーターの皆様に我々と手を取り合い、共に投資し、協力し合い、相互の繁栄をもたらすパートナーシップを築いていただくよう心からお招き申し上げます。スリランカの飛躍が両国の関係を一層強固にし、さらには世界経済の安定と強靭性の向上につながることを確信しております。ご清聴ありがとうございました。皆様と有意義な議論ができ、新たな協力関係を築けることを楽しみにしております。Thank you very much. では続きまして、日本貿易振興機構大阪本部長蕭秀樹様より基調講演をいただきます。Next, we will hear a keynote address from Mr. Hideki Sho, Director General of the Japan External Trade Organization, Osaka Office. Please proceed.
ご紹介ありがとうございます。僕のパート長いんで通訳はなしでお願いします。Okay, thank you very much for your kind introduction. Honorable Chaturanga Abeysiha, Deputy Minister of Industry, Entrepreneurship Development in Sri Lanka. His Excellency Mangala Vijayasinghe, Chairman CEO, Sri Lanka Export Development Board, EDB. His Excellency Pivitor Kumarasinghe, Ambassador of Sri Lanka to Japan. Distinguished guests, good morning everyone. My name is Hideki Sho from JETRO Osaka. Thank you very much for joining us today, this Sri Lanka Business Forum. For those who are visiting here from Sri Lanka, welcome to Japan, welcome to Osaka. The World Expo 2025 Osaka Kansai is drawing to a close on October 13th, but it continues to be a tremendous success every day, as you see the crowd as of today. I would like to express my deep gratitude once again for Sri Lanka's participation in this expo. With the participation of diverse nations, visitors and all stakeholders are deepening their understanding of the cultures, industries, and national characteristics of countries around the world. When Japanese people think of Sri Lanka, Ceylon tea, black tea, immediately comes to mind. Sri Lanka is renowned for producing high-quality tea, with significant quantities exported to Japan. For travelers visiting Sri Lanka, tea is likely the quintessential souvenir item. I understand that the tea's popularity in Japan has been growing recently, and we can expect to see more Ceylon tea frequently in the Japanese markets going forward. Following the political turmoil of 2022, Sri Lanka experienced an economic crisis. However, it returned to positive growth in the latter half of 2023 and has now recorded positive growth for 8 consecutive quarters with an economic growth rate reaching 4.9% in the second quarter of this year. It appears to be on a steady growth trajectory. One factor supporting Sri Lanka's economic growth is increasing export. In July this year, the value of goods exports recorded a 15.2 year-on-year increase. As the economy recovers, the number of tourists visiting Sri Lanka is also rising. JETRO has an office in Colombo, and reports from the field indicate that the number of tourists this year are at record levels, with an increased number of Japanese visitors also being seen in the city. I should mention that JETRO is Japan's trade and investment promotion agency, operating a network of 76 offices in 55 countries worldwide, including its Colombo office in Sri Lanka. JETRO's mission is to support Japanese companies expanding their business overseas, sharing the same role as Sri Lanka EDBs in supporting their country's export. JETRO and EDB enjoy a strong collaborative relationship. Last year, the EDB provided significant cooperation for JETRO to study on the export potential of graphite. Graphite is a critical material used as an anode material in lithium-ionized batteries, and Japan has long been the largest export destination for Sri Lankan graphite. From the perspective of supply chain diversification, we believe exports of Sri Lankan graphite will attract even greater attention going forward. While we have touched on Sri Lanka's business potential, IT services represent a sector with significant growth prospects for the future exports. Sri Lanka boasts a large pool of talent, not only proficient in English, but also possessing extensive knowledge in finance and investment, offering the potential to secure capable personnel at relatively low cost. They are also highly regarded for their strong teamwork skills. We expect to see numerous examples of collaboration between Japan and Sri Lanka in the human resources field emerging in the future. This concludes my brief introduction to Sri Lanka's appeal and potential from JETRO's perspective. In closing, I sincerely hope that all participants today will fully utilize this forum to further expand economic exchanges between Japan and Sri Lanka. Once again, thank you for your participation to this forum today. Thank you for your attention.
ありがとうございました。Thank you very much, Mr. Shaw. 続きまして、スリランカの基調講演として、チャトゥランガ・アベイシンハ産業企業開発副大臣より講演いたします。Next, we will have the keynote speech from Sri Lanka. Please welcome Honorable Chaturanga Abeysinha, Deputy Minister of Industry and Entrepreneurship Development of Sri Lanka, to deliver his address. Please proceed.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Konnichiwa. Sho Hideki-san from JETRO, Ambassador and President, Chairman of EDB, the delegations from Japan and Sri Lanka who came all the way here. It's a great honor and a privilege for me to address this gathering on behalf of the Government of Sri Lanka in the World Expo 2025 Osaka. I extend my sincere appreciation to the organizers, Sri Lanka Export Development Board, the Embassy of Sri Lanka in Japan, Japan External Trade Organization, and our valued partners for making this event possible. I'm equally grateful for our Japanese friends, industry leaders, investors, business counterparts who have joined in this audience today. World Expos across the world are connecting nations, cultures and businesses and shared perspectives. It's very important. For Sri Lanka, this Expo today provides us a unique platform to present ourselves as a country and a nation of opportunities, our resilience and our innovations to the rest of the world, including Japan. Our participation is not only to showcase products, it's also about building bridges between Sri Lanka and Japan and enhancing our trade, investment, tourism and our cultural exchanges. Before I joined politics, I worked for a large apparel company in Sri Lanka, which is a global company, and that's for 16 years. And the success of that organization was from the learnings from Japan. Continuous improvement, people-centric organization, and quality-first attitude. I personally have experienced benefits, and therefore I'm sure the entrepreneurs who are here partnering in Japan will benefit through those things. The relationship between Japan and Sri Lanka spans over decades. We have built mutual respect. There's a lot of development projects happening in Sri Lanka and people has built many ties all these years. Japan has been a strong partner in our journey for growth, not only from infrastructure development, but technology transfers, humanitarian support, and also in political sphere. Today we are here to transform our friendship into a stronger business partnerships, creating value for both countries and the region. Despite global challenges and our own challenges, Sri Lanka is in a path from recovery to economic transformation. People of our country have spoken. Corruption and inefficiencies in public services will be eradicated with strong political will, led by our President who will be visiting Japan tomorrow. We are now officially out of bankruptcy and moving into a rapid growth phase. Our government is committed to fostering competitiveness, export-driven and innovation-led economy. Our strategic location in the Indian Ocean, modern ports, infrastructure, preferential trade agreements which we will enter into many, the skilled workforce. Sri Lanka is positioned to be a gateway to West, East and the Middle East. This is the unique position that Sri Lanka, along with India, collaboration with Japan, we can build a strong partnership. Key reforms in the industry, entrepreneurship and investment climates, which has not happened for 4 decades, is paving way for sustainable growth in our country, and which will be led by private sector. If I share some of the strength, today and next few days you will meet most prominent leading business leaders from Sri Lanka, more than 20, representing wide spread of industries. If I mention few, we are known for apparel and textile, and it's a globally recognized ethical manufacturer in the South Asia, and we are known for high quality products. Our food and agriculture sector is growing with technology, with value added. Obviously mentioned like Ceylon tea, the spices, the coconut products and the organic fresh fruits. Some are unique to Sri Lanka, which can add value to the entire world. Gem and jewellery sector is also something that can take beyond what it is, and world-renowned blue sapphires are from Sri Lanka. The emerging sectors of technology, ICT, and knowledge services are making a significant leap. We are planning to reach $5 billion of services industry, especially in software development, fintech, and IT outsourcing. The wellness and Ayurveda and the deeply rooted traditional industries which can take the world, especially in the hospitality sector. And also not forgetting the special handicrafts, the rubber industry, and some industrial productions which have already now reached the Europe and the US markets, competing with the rest of the world. We are also uniquely positioned with our traditional arts, dance and music, which again can transform into the creative economy which nobody has yet tapped into. Each sector committed for innovation, quality and sustainability, and we would like Japanese partnerships to make it better. So I warmly invite Japanese counterparts here to explore the mutual beneficiary opportunities, especially in trade partnerships. Many of our colleagues here is planning to expand their footprint in the Japanese market to get more access. Investment ventures, most of our businesses are ready for partnerships. The technological transfers and innovations, we are requiring collaboration for technological transfers from Sri Lanka to East, to Middle East, and even the Indian market we can access together. The entrepreneurship development, the SME sector and startups are growing in Sri Lanka. There's a lot of opportunity for small investments as well. And again, the tourism is booming. We are inviting tourism sector, businesses from Japan to partner us in gaining portion of the 8 billion economy that we are going to create. As a Deputy Minister of Industries and Entrepreneurship and Development, I reaffirm our government's unwavering commitment to support investors and exporters. We are streamlining procedures, enhancing ease of doing business, bringing in technology, and creating special programs to empower SMEs and partnerships. Public-private partnerships will be the core of the growth in our economic policy. We believe entrepreneurship is the engine of growth, and we invite Japanese companies to join us in nurturing entrepreneurship in Sri Lanka. Both Japan and Sri Lanka, we have some common shared values, being nice people, and sustainability, precision and innovation. Our export industries will embrace green manufacturing going forward, renewable energy and circular economy, creative economy. These are niche areas Sri Lanka can prosper. This aligns perfectly with the Japanese market demands and also in ethical and traceable, eco-friendly supply chains. Together, we can set new benchmarks in relationship, especially in South Asia. Therefore, I invite all of you to be part of going beyond a buyer-seller relationship in building and enhancing our trust that we have built over decades. And I would basically request the investors and the delegations here to collaborate these few days. And my minister and our government is also accessible with our embassy to make your partnerships richer, faster and efficient. On behalf of the government of Sri Lanka, I thank your presence, your partnerships, our friendships, and wish the fruitful discussions and productive networking sessions ahead today. Thank you and Umustuti.
Thank you very much, Deputy Minister Chaturanga Abeshinha. それでは続きまして、スリランカの紹介プレゼンテーションとして3つのセクターに分けて講演いたします。Next, we will move on to the presentation introducing Sri Lanka, which will be divided into 3 key sectors. はじめのセクターは有望輸出分野についてです。輸出開発局のマンガラ・ビジェイシンハ会長より講演いたします。To begin, we will hear about Sri Lanka's promising export sectors from Mr. Mangala Vijayasinghe, the chairman of the Sri Lanka Export Development Board.
I will do a brief presentation regarding Sri Lanka. I have given 20 minutes time period. I will try to finish the presentation on time. So this is basically a Sri Lankan situation. It's so part in South Asia. So when we talk about Sri Lankan economy, as our Honorable Minister and the person mentioned, Sri Lanka is situated in strategic locations. Basically, we are in the position with the trade routes and the maritime route between China and Europe. With that, we can see that a lot of connections. And per day, normally, from the Sri Lankan strategic locations, we can see there are very much potential for our sea routes, and also efficient logistic and trade services are also available right now. And when we talk about Sri Lankan economy, after 2022, we can see that Sri Lankan economic growth rate is positive way, and this year we are expecting average 5% GDP growth rate will be there. And also inflation rate also coming down, average we are at the level of below 5%. And the interest rate, this is basically for the entrepreneurs and the companies in Sri Lanka. Now we are maintaining below average 7% interest rate. And also Sri Lanka now, when we talk about Sri Lankan economy, in addition to those 3 sectors, we can see that we are having very good foreign inflow, foreign income inflow also, including export income and our tourism income, plus foreign remittance. We are getting per month average 2.8 billion worth of foreign inflow to the country. So based on that, we are maintaining our dollar rate in last 1 year period, average 300, US dollar 300 level. And also this year, our target is to build a good foreign reserve. So we are expecting average 7 billion foreign reserve can be built up end of this year. And also other thing is, in addition to the economic position in Sri Lanka, we can see the government stability as well, and the new government came into the power last year, September. With that we can see that the transparency in the public procurement side, and also government main target is anti-corruption policies we are maintaining. And also all other facilities we are always targeting for the very much friendly investors facility in Sri Lanka. And also Sri Lanka right now, we have a lot of facilities for our investors, including we have BOI and the industrial parks. And right now Sri Lanka we have 15 BOI zones. So we are expecting very much ambitious export target also coming 2 years. So based on that, now we are planning to create another 10 to 15 new BOI zones around the Sri Lanka, hopefully by 2028. Additionally, there will be a 10 BOI zone in addition to our industrial parks in Sri Lanka. So we have a good first banking facility, including international banking and the local banking facility, and also we have high-skilled labor force for all the sectors. That's the most important thing in Sri Lanka. And also we have a very good literature rate as well. So small country, high-quality products. Always we are producing high-quality and a unique product and reliable manufacturing partner. Because we have the 20 million population. With that, always we are trying to create very much quality and very much unique products. And the favorable market. So we have when we are dealing with the international market, right now we have few trade agreement with EU GSP, and also in Sri Lanka we have the free trade agreement, and Sri Lanka Pakistan free trade agreement we have. In addition, Singapore free trade agreement, and Asia Pacific trade agreement, and South Asia free trade agreement. So with that, our investors can work with the international market. So when you talk about Sri Lankan export landscape, last year we were able to generate average 16.2 billion export revenue. So with that, merchandising export, which represents more than 78% from the total export value, it is 12.7 billion. And also service export sector contributed 3.5 billion. So last year it was generated average 21% representative. So this merchandising export sector mainly, you know that apparel, tea, rubber, coconut, then electrical electronics products, gem and jewelry sector, then spices and food and beverage. Those are the key sectors right now we are promoting. And the service sector export, mainly ICT sector, construction industry, transport and logistics. Those are the key sectors representing both area. And the Sri Lankan right now, our GDP is average below $90 billion value. So out of 90 billion, export sector represents 19.6%. So by 2028, our target is to build up our export income to 28 billion, targeting representing 25% from the total GDP. So based on that, when local Sri Lankan export destination, these are the key export destinations right now we are exporting. And the USA is our main market from the total export, it represents nearly 25%. And the European countries represent 20 to 23%. In addition to that, Japan market is not here among best of countries. So hopefully next year Japan country will be there. And also these are the key products we are exporting right now. And you can see that apparel sector represents from the 31% total our export market, and also transport and logistics sector. That's also another booming export sector in Sri Lanka, very much potential. And you can see that that's the second main export product in Sri Lanka. And also Sri Lankan tea, you know very well. Then our ICT sector, and then rubber products, coconut products, electrical electronics, food and beverage, spices, and the gem and jewelry. So I have a detailed presentation, I will show you later. And also when you talk about Sri Lankan export performance during last 7 months, so we can see that our export performance during last 7-8 months, it is average 7%. So this year our target is to reach 18 billion export revenue plus. So within 8 months we were able to generate 11.5 billion. Hopefully we were expecting initial 6-month period, first half 6 to 8% export growth. We are already there. And the second half we are expecting 10 to 8% growth rate. So this year we will be able to reach 18 billion export revenue. So compared with the last few years, so we can see that a very much positive trend from the export sector. So targeting 36 billion export revenue by 2030. So this is a very much ambitious target, but we are very much convenient. We can have this sector-wise target because when we go through the merchandising and the service sector export, this target is achievable. So based on that, each and every product category we have the relevant objectives and the key category. So other thing is when you look into the Sri Lankan exporters, so main exporters contributed 90% and the SME sector contribution is below 10%. So our target is to get, we know that the SME sector contributed to the more than 52%, but export sector contribution is below 10%. So that is why at the new government policy, so we are targeting SME sector contribution by 2030 more than 30%. So we are working towards that target. So this good thing is that we are, EDB is belongs into the Ministry of Industry and Entrepreneurship Development, including our Minister and Deputy Minister mission. Now we are trying to convert more entrepreneurs to the exporters. So that's the Ministry's mission as well. So So by 2030, target is to get more than 30% contribution from the SMB sector. So our trade between Sri Lanka and Japan. So Japan is our 15th largest export destination. That's the last year, 2024. So during last 7-month time period, Japan has reached 12th position. That's a good thing. So including the month of August performance, the ambassador. So more than 28% growth rate is there, a very good thing. And from January to August, we can see more than 10% growth rate. So that is why, hopefully, by within 1 or 2 years time period, Japan will be our best in the top 10 countries. So that is our main target. And also, when you talk about some imports, so Japan is represents 16th largest import origin country. So this is mainly because of that, you know, that vehicle importation was banned from 2019 due to the current situation. So with the release of the vehicle importation ban, hopefully import also will increase from Japan market. That's also a good thing for the Japanese market. And also these are the average. Last year we generated 179 million export to the Japanese market. But during last 7 months we can see it is now 130 million. So import by 235 million, small value, but hopefully this will reach close to 800 million. So these are the key products right now we are exporting to the Japanese market, mainly black tea, and then surgical gloves and animal feed, and those are the electronics products, other carbon related area. And also these are the mainly exports products, our electrical and electronics products, vehicle motor parts. Hopefully these two sectors this year imports will be increased. So synthetic carbon and chemical products. These are the just imports products from Japan. And also what is our Sri Lankan unique position as a small country? Average our GDP is 90 billion. Out of that 20% from the export sector. But we are exporting very much unique products to the world. So mainly when we talk about Sri Lankan apparel, so this represents more than 31% of the total export sector. And also industry-wise we are in another 4 decades in Sri Lanka. And we are manufacturing world famous brands in the world. And also good thing is that promote concept of ethical working conditions, free labor and forced labor, and the free discrimination. Likewise, these are the key indicators why we are in the global market. And also these are the product grades right now we are exporting to the other countries. So when you talk about Sri Lankan rubber, that's also another sector where we can expand our export sector. So when you go to the this market, apparel sector, right now the average we are getting $5 billion value income. By 2030, our target is to reach 8.5 billion export revenue. So based on that, now we are working towards our expansion model. That will be the one of the sector. And rubber sector is another sector because high quality natural rubber products now we are exporting, and also leading solid tire supplier in the world. Sri Lanka is the leading exporter for the solid tire sector, and the high quality green products and the products in the world. These are the product categories right now we are exporting to the world. And the gem and jewelry, this is another sector Sri Lanka can promote, and the blue sapphire is one of our key gemstones. Altogether we are exporting nearly 150 varieties of gems. So this sector also can be promoted a lot, very much gem jewelry sector. And right now our average export income is $300 million value. So the government, we are planning to increase this sector to 600 to 800 million within the next 2 years. So based on that, we have some issues to the gem and jewelry sector. So with the last few months, with the EDCM, that means Export Development Council of Ministers decision, so this key area already now we have focus. Other thing is targeting the gem and jewelry and other key sectors. Sri Lanka now we have already established that fundable system also to target our tourism market. And the Ceylon tea, our Saho Sam mentioned about that. This is a key product, Sri Lanka. So finance is key in the world. And also right now we have a very quality product right now we export it. And this is another good product. Further we can export expansion in Sri Lanka, including value addition and more. And also Sri Lankan spices. This is another thing. So right now annually we are getting 500 billion value of dollar value. You know Ceylon, all these spices including Ceylon cinnamon and other categories. Right now we are exporting very quality product. And the Sri Lankan coconut. That's also another segment in our export basket. This is the third largest export value in Sri Lanka right now. So we can see month-on-month performance, export sector during the last 7 months, more than 58% growth rate is there right now. Coconut and the coconut-based product also very much increasing right now. And also processed food category. This is another sector. Right now we have further expansion in Sri Lanka, and we can see that average per annum we are getting 550 million worth of value. So this sector, there are so many companies are involved in this sector. Also we are targeting for the 1 billion value of company within the next 2 to 3 years time period. And the Sri Lankan Ayurvedic and the wellness product, that also another segment. That also Sri Lankan lot of companies and the resource people are allocated. So when you come to Sri Lanka, this sector also can be further developed. And the organic products. Sri Lanka producing very much organic products. Right now nearly 20,000 farmers are working towards this target. And then annually we are getting 500 billion worth of value from the organic food category. And the global market size is right now 150 billion. And by 2034 it will be more than 600 billion market. So targeting that market, now we are increasing our organic food category as well. So seafood category very much famous in the Japan market too. So we have more than 35 companies are working towards this target. And also we have very much quality products. Further we can expand this market too. In the ITC sector, this is one of the key sectors we are expanding. Right now per annum we are getting 1.5 billion export value per annum. And also by 2030 our target is to get more than 5 billion export revenue from this market. So therefore we have very much ICT professionals. For annum now more than 9,000 ICT graduates and 2,000 engineers are passing out from the universities. All to the Sri Lanka right now 180 to 100,000 ICT professionals engaging with this sector. It's also a sector. Further you can invest. You can see that the biodata solution like that, we have very much solution category. You can involve with this market. So ICT sector is another sector. Immediately we can expand. Even our people are very much capable in this sector. And also why Sri Lanka improved our trade agreement. Sri Lanka now our position as a supplier of sustainable, ethical, high quality products aligned with the Japanese green supply. So that is the Japanese we are promoting. Expand collaboration with leading Japanese retailers, food chain, offering tailored value-added products. Build partnership with apparel and the food beverage category. And the regional global supply chain. Promote joint ventures and technology transfer, manufacturing renewable energy and digital technology. And the tech export-oriented inward investment manufacturing tech industry with incentives for industries. So these are the key areas, and also targeting these sectors during the last few months. Now we are working towards with our Ministry of Industry, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, including Embassy, as well as our Japan, Sri Lanka Business Council, as well as all other chambers, to increase our partnership with Japan, because this market is average 1 trillion this year. Hopefully it will be a $1 trillion value market, imports market. So with that Sri Lankan market, there are so many products are suitable to this market. So that is why our delegation came to Japan, and they will talk to you today after these sessions. Each and every delegation team, there are very much potential in this sector. And also finally, what is the Export Development Board, what we are doing. So this is the apex organization government promoting and developing export sector in Sri Lanka. So we are working with all the chambers and all the product association and all the relevant government authorities in Sri Lanka, and also with close relationship with international organizations for auditing TPOs and ITC sector, and all the diplomatic missions in Sri Lanka as well as overseas. So that was one of our key objectives. So that is why we came into Japan as well. And the organized export promotion program such as trade fairs, expo, B2B meetings, and the inward and outward business delegation. Likewise, we are organizing that kind of event too. Provide information on products, tariff, regulations, trade statistics, and our market. So market intelligence is very much. So these are the key activities Export Development Board is doing. So that is the main target. And also, because of the time limitation, I went through the presentation quickly. And also, like this Japan Expo, Sri Lanka EDB also organizing Sri Lanka Expo 2026. After 14 years time period, now we are organizing. So we are mainly targeting the industry sector and the agriculture sector, export service sector and other areas. So we are expecting nearly 1,500 good buyers. And we have good package also for the premium buyers. You can come. All the resources will be available today. Our team will share with you that, and it is also available. So with this exhibition, like Japan Expo, we are promoting our entire product range. So by 26, Sri Lankan economic situation will further develop, export sector also further develop, and also finally, we invite all of you to come to Sri Lanka next year and participate in this exhibition, and further you can get potential from Sri Lankan market. Finally, those are the information, and thank you very much for organizing this meeting, and also thank you very much, and Harikuto Gusai Matta.
ありがとうございました。ここで質疑応答を行います。Mr. DJ, can you please come back? Because we take some questions. ここで、現在のプレゼンに関して質疑応答を行います。ご質問のある方いらっしゃいますでしょうか。挙手をお願いいたします。If you have any questions about the presentation, please raise your hand. Anybody have any questions? ご質問のある方いらっしゃいますでしょうか。挙手をお願いいたします。いらっしゃらないようです。Thank you very much, Mr. Vijay Shinha.
If you have anything today, our team is here, very much resource people, including all our companies. You can ask any question in the networking successful. Thank you very much.
ではここで映像がありますのでご覧ください。We are going to show you a video. Please take a look.
本物の本格的な有能な持続可能な古来よりスリランカは海上貿易の要として栄え、世界中に誇るべき品々とサービスを届けてまいりました。セイロンティー、伝統のライオンロゴが試すその味わいは誠実な製法と卓越した品質で世界中の紅茶愛好家の心を捉えています。ココナッツと関連製品輸出量で世界大包囲を誇るスリランカのココナッツ製品は食用から美容工業用とまで多彩なニーズに応えています。スパイスとエッセンス、 スパイスの島スリランカからは香り高いセイロンシナモンをはじめ、ペッパー、クローブ、ナツメグ、カルダモンなど多種多様な香辛料と精油が世界各地へと届けられています。加工食品と飲料スリランカの豊かな自然素材を生かした食品や飲料は風味豊かで健康志向の高い商品として海外市場で注目を集めています。水産物品のように囲まれた豊かな漁場から新鮮で多様な海産物を世界各国へと輸出しています。アパレルとテキスタイル、国際的な有名ブランドに信頼されるスリランカの法制業、倫理的な雇用と持続可能性を重視した生産体制で世界基準の品質を実現しています。天然ゴム世界有数の生産国としてスリランカの天然ゴム製品は優れた耐久性と品質を兼ね備え、環境に配慮した持続可能な取り組みで地球温暖化対策にも貢献しています。電気電子製品スリランカでは多様な電気電子製品を提供しています。宝石とジュエリー、宝石の島と称されるスリランカは世界5大産地の一つ。サファイアなど希少な天石を用いたジュエリーは世界中のバイヤーを魅了しています。造船業インド洋の要所に位置するスリランカでは海洋工学、造船、ドックサービスなど海の物流を支える技術基盤が充実しています。陶磁器とガラス、製品国際的な映画祭や会議で採用されるスリランカの陶磁器、洗練されたデザインと高い品質で世界の舞台で輝きを放っています。ICT 情報通信技術、産業革新的な技術、美力と瞬時な対応力を兼ね備えたスリランカの ICT 産業はグローバル市場で信頼されるソリューションプロバイダーとしての地位を確立しています。ここスリランカでは確かな専門性と信頼を土台に常に世界基準の高品質な製品とサービスをお届けしています。私たちは単なる提供者ではありません。皆様の成功という旅路を共に歩む大切なパートナーです。スリランカ、それはかけがえのない貴重な島です。皆様の未来を支える存在です。
続きましては投資環境のセクターについてです。Next, regarding the investment environment sectors. スリランカ投資委員会日本デスクアロニア・ディシルバアシスタントディレクターより講演いたします。Miss Aronia De Silva, Assistant Director of the Sri Lanka Investment Board Japan Desk, will give a presentation. Please proceed.
はい、こんにちは。ご関連の皆様、関係者の皆様、スリランカ投資委員会を代表して、本日スリランカにおける最新の投資協定についてご紹介できることを大変光栄に存じます。スリランカは豊かな歴史と文化を有し、そして精力的な未来を切り光る島国です。本日はスリランカの最新の投資環境をご案内し、 聖書が記載される重要なセクターをご紹介するとともに、投資委員会がどのように皆様の事業を支援できるかということをご説明したいと思います。重要な取り組みから始めたいと思います。なぜスリランカに投資するのか。どの国も経済の浮き沈みが経験します。しかし、その克服の仕方とそのスピードこそが最も重要です。ご存知のようにスリランカも最近大きな困難を経験しました。本日は現在の状況と最新の進展をご紹介したいと思います。最近スリランカは経済の安定化において謙虚な進展を遂げました。 GDP の約 8% に相当する史上最大級の財政矯正を実施し、これは2025年9月9日の世界銀行の最新報告書でも迅速かつ決定的な取り組みとして高く評価されています。1980以来、世界で300件以上行われた類似事例と比較しても、スリランカの極めて再率回復しています。 GDP 成長率にプラス回復、インフレの抑制、そして送金収入、観光収入、輸出収益が過去最高水準に達していることは、投資に対する信頼を裏付ける強固な基盤になっています。スリランカのもう一つの大きな強みは、その戦略的な立地です。本当は21世紀から海上シルクルート上、世界で最も利用される海上交通路のすぐ南に位置しています。1日200隻以上の船舶がその半島を通過し、世界のコンテナ貨物の約半分を運んでいます。この立地により、スリランカに拠点の置く企業はわずか数時間の輸送で30億以上人の消費者にアクセスできます。さらにコロンボ港は南アジア第1位、世界第17位の南として高い評価を受けており、2025年には世界のコンテナ港ランキング第25位にランキングしました。また、航空ネットワークも59カ国113都市と結ばれており、その中には日本も含まれています。投資家にとって迅速な輸送、低コスト、他市場へのアクセスという明確なメリットがあります。しかし、単なる地位だけではなく、 地だけでは重点ではありません。市場アクセスも同じぐらい重要です。特に注目いただきたいのは、このインドとスリランカ自由貿易協定のことです。ご存知の通り、日本もインドも FTA が締結していますが、スリランカは日本にはいない優位性を持っています。それは1226目標においてインドへの無関税アクセスが可能でいることです。これは電子機器、自動車部品、アパレル、食品、医療機器などが含まれています。日本の投資家の皆様にとって、スリランカを通じてインド市場に進出できる大きなチャンスとなります。さらにスリランカは世界でわずか8カ国しか享受していない EU の GSP プラス制度の対象国にもあります。対象国でもあります。これにより EU の関税品目の 85% 以上で完全な関税撤廃が実現しています。また南アジア自由貿易協定、アジア太平洋貿易協定にも締結しており、アジアとヨーロッパを合わせて約40億人規模の市場への優遇アクセスが可能となっています。次に投資家にとって欠かせない要素である労働力についてご紹介します。スリランカは南アジアで最も高い識字率を誇り、教育水準が高く柔軟性のある労働力を有しています。英語はひどく普及しており、日本語を含む多言語を対応できる人生も多くいます。また、英国公認会計士資格を持つ人生が25,000人以上います。英国に次ぎ世界第2位の規模です。これはスリランカにおける高度な専門人材の厚みを占めています。さらに労働コストは地域の他国と比較しても競争力があり、スキルとコストのバランスが投資家にとって大きな魅力です。JETROの調査結果もこの優位性を裏付いています。投資家にとって最も重要な点は安心して事業を提供できる環境です。スリランカでは、憲法により高い外国投資の安全を保障されています。外国投資家は 100% 企業の所有、また利益の母国送金、それだけではなく国際基準に沿った知的財産権利を享受できます。さらにスリランカは28カ国と投資保護協定、また44カ国と二重課税防止条約を締結しており、その中では日本も含まれています。それにより透明性と予測可能性の高いビジネス環境を整っています。また投資委員会は ワンストップサービスの窓口として、可能し、手続きの簡素化と継続的なサポートを提供しています。ここで特に有望な投資分野をご紹介します。例えば輸出向けの製造業、インフラ、生産サービス業、農業、食品加工と ICT、または先端技術などの分野があり、それぞれのために特別なインセンティブもあります。さらに具体的な投資案件について、こちらのQR コードがクリックし紹介情報を入手いただけます。これらの分野はいずれも政府の政策支援と投資委員会の促進策により強力にバックアップされています。次にスリランカ投資委員からがどのように皆様の支援できるについてご説明します。BOI は事業設立前のガイダンスから設立手続き、事業開始後のアフターケアまで生かして支援を提供しています。特に新しい取り組みとしてご紹介したいのは2つあります。1つ目は投資委員会をオンラインで提出できる新システムです。これには BOI に直接来訪することなく、申請や提案が可能となりました。2つ目な特別な取り組み2つ目は日本の投資家の皆様のためのみです。日本大使館のご案内を基づき機関の日本企業の課題を迅速に解決するため官民法等の定期業機会を四半期ごとに設置しました。これにより BOI 登録企業に限らず、スリランカに進出しているすべての日本企業の課題を対応することが可能となっています。加えて、投資促進セクター、一元された投資マッチメイキング可能、デジタル化されているビザ申請や貿易ポータルなどにより、効率性と透明をさらに高めています。美容は非正規会だけでなく投資家の成長をもとに継続パートナーです。最後にスリランカにより投資先をご紹介します。現在76社日本企業がスリランカで事業を展開しております。その投資総額は4億5200万米ドル、雇用創出数は4000人以上に上ります。日本とスリランカのパートナーシップは信頼、尊重、そして成長への共通の志に基づいて築かれています。私たちはこの関係をさらに発展させ、 より多くの日本企業の皆様に新しい投資機会を満たしていただきたいと考えています。そして近い将来、皆様の会社のロゴがこれがね、成長事例の中に加えることを心から楽しみにしています。ご清聴ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。Thank you very much. ここでプレゼンに関してご質問のある方いらっしゃいますでしょうか。挙手をお願いいたします。If you have any questions about the presentation, please raise your hand. いらっしゃいませんかね。はい、ありがとうございました。Thank you very much. 最後のセクターは重点セクターである観光についてです。The final sector will be tourism, a key sector. スリランカ観光振興局サンパット・ニッサンク専務理事より講演いたします。The presentation will be given by Mr. Sampak Nisanku, Managing Director of the Sri Lanka Tourism Promotion Board. Please proceed.
Konnichiwa, very good morning. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor and privilege to address this prestige gathering as the Managing Director of Sri Lanka Tourism Promotion Bureau. As we all know, Lonely Planet is the world #1 travel magazine. Sri Lanka had the unique honor of being named the #1 country to visit, not once, but twice within a single decade in 2013 and again 2019. Why Sri Lanka, a land so unique? Why you should come to visit Sri Lanka? I want to highlight 3 key factors: diversity, authenticity and compactness. Diversity unfolds through the golden beaches, lush tea plantations, mist-covered mountains, Asian cities, and rich wildlife, all within one island. Authenticity is a reflection in living traditions, vibrant festivals, timeless heritage, and above all, the heartfelt warmth of our people. Compactness means travelers can experience this incredible variety within just few hours of travel, making every journey seamless and unforgettable. Let me share a few examples of Sri Lanka's exclusive tourism experiences. We have 8 UNESCO World Heritage, even though we are a very small island nation. And also, we have 26 national parks. Yala National Park is the highest density of leopards in the world. 2 of the largest mammals on Earth can see on the same day within several hours. Minere National Park experiences the largest elephant gathering in the world. And also Sri Lanka is a biodiversity hotspot, one of the 34 biodiversity hotspots of the world. Tourism for us not just an industry, it's a lifeline and top priority in our economy. In the recent years, we have faced many challenges, hardships. Despite of all these challenges, Sri Lanka tourism has bounced back with energy and spirit. We have not just recovered. Especially, you can see this slide. During last couple of years, we have achieved dramatic development. Last year, our tourism growth is around 38%. We have strategic target 5 million tourists in
year 2030 is a huge target. It's not just focused on the numbers. We want to position as Sri Lanka as a sustainable and inclusive tourist destination, more focused on quality and value. Here are just few international endorsements. I want to say we are not just recovered, we have strengthened our position as the world's safest and premium tourist destination. There are so many international endorsements we have. Okay. From this, I want to highlight several important endorsements. Flashback, they have named Sri Lanka as the best solo travel destination, and also Kondona's travelers named Sri Lanka is most family-friendly destination. We know when we are selecting any particular destination, I think the safety and security concerns come first. Sri Lanka is most welcoming, safest and premium tourist destination. And also Sigiriya is very popular tourist destination. It's named #1 most welcoming city in the world according to the booking.com. And also Times magazine named Sri Lanka's Pico trade, JETRO Hibeki-san also explained about Sri Lankan tea. That tea trail has become #1 experience in this year. Tourism is not just a business, it's people to people and it's deeply human. The hospitality industry depends entirely on hospitality culture, and we are proud to say that Sri Lanka is one of the great nation of hospitality. Sri Lanka is world famous as land of smiles. Our people are warm, welcoming and caring. And also I want to highlight that I think the most Japanese tourists they dream to visit a tropical island. Sri Lanka is an ideal tropical island destination, but most important thing, we are not just only a tropical island with sun, sea and sand, full of adventures, full of experience. Especially with regard to the our beaches, we have golden sands, clear waters and world-class surfing experience. Arunappa is a very popular surfing destination. And also, as I already explained, we are a popular wildlife hotspot. We have 26 national parks. We have very proud heritage, more than 2,500 years. Especially the Sigiriya Lion Rock is very popular tourist destination, and also the temple of Dutteri King Kandi, all are very popular tourist destination. Sri Lanka is also deeply spiritual country with Buddhism heritage dating back more than 2,500 years, Asian temples, secret sites and living traditions of faith from unique cultural journey for our travelers. Especially, as I already explained, the wildlife related experience, we have 26 national parks, especially the elephants, the leopards, the whale watching, all are very popular tourism experience. As already discussed, tea is not for a product for us. It's a part of lifestyle and the tourism model. Tea plus tourism is a powerful combination. For example, Pico Trail, a walking trail through our picturesque tea landscape, is ranked among the world's best travel experience. Especially tourism destinations like Allen, Morelia, Habukale, our cool climbs, breathtaking views and lush tea plantations are very popular among tourists. We know that Japanese travelers especially love nature, health and well-being while valuing cultural heritage. Sri Lanka is an ideal destination for them. Our Ayurveda and wellness tourism is particularly popular among Japanese visitors. We offer authentic treatments using pure natural ingredients delivered by high-skilled professionals. And also, we have wide variety of food-related experience. Sri Lankan cooking classes offer hot food, spicy, English curries. I think those are our Japanese visitors love to experience. If we see I think the Japanese market is a very important market for us. Before the pandemic, Japan was among the top 10 source markets for us. Now we are, Japan is number 15 with the first couple of months this year we have achieved more than 30,000 tourist arrivals, but we have great potential, especially if you seek the adventures and relaxations. We have various kinds of experience like hot air balloons, scuba diving, paragliding, surfing, snorkeling and kayaking. I think the golf tourism as well, and also the whitewater rafting, trekking and hiking, mountain biking. Variety of experience you can experience in Sri Lanka. And also Sri Lanka is especially the hill country, also from the middle part of the country. You can feel the taste of real nature with the trekking and the nature-based trails. And also our community. As I already explained, our community is most welcoming and caring community. You can experience some authentic experience like farm visit, village tours, traditional cooking experience. And also Sri Lanka, that have the year-round festivals, a lot of the Sinhala, Muslim and the Islam culture. According to our culture, there are so many cultural events. As I already explained, tea tourism experience are also very unique advantage. Then the wedding tourism, Sri Lanka is the most romantic and very popular wedding destination not only for the weddings, even for the honeymooners can experience Sri Lankan real nature and our beautiful, stunning beauty. And also the now fast-growing segment, the cruise tourism is also a popular segment. And also you can see there are so many filmy locations. If you're interested, we have so many places. And also with the strategic location and the available resources, we have a great potential for MICE tourism industry as well. In addition to that, we have the entertainment and nightlife as well, especially our Colombo city is very popular for the civil events. If you seek the luxury and comfort, I think the Japanese market is more concerned about the quality. If you like to see the quality aspect, I think we have the luxury and comfort. We say that luxury resort offering personalized service and elegance, enjoy the boutique hotels that blend of comfort with unique local charm. It's a unique experience you can experience in Sri Lanka. And also in Sri Lanka, variety of accommodations options from star-class hotels to homestays, then the bungalows, boutique hotels, boutique villas, guest houses, so many options you have. In addition to that, we have all international brands, chain hotels, including Shangri-La, Marriott, Sheraton, Ritz-Carlton, and so many of the international chain hotels are based in Sri Lanka. If we seek the value for money, the affordability and accessibility, Sri Lanka is a very competitive destination for the affordable, and also the cost of living is comparatively low. For the food, transport and daily expenses are, if you seek the value for money, is an ideal tourist destination. And also the air connectivity, Sri Lankan Airlines have direct flights, and also the leading airlines, they have connected flights as well. I think the air connectivity and the visa convenience, and then now the government have a priority in initiative to introduce the free visa policy as well. I think that Japan also among the listed countries. I think in the near future you can get this benefit as well. To sum up, Sri Lanka is an all-inclusive destination with diverse landscape, diverse experience, rich cultural heritage and sustainable practices. Our target is sustainable and inclusive tourism economy. To sum up, Sri Lanka is a tropical paradise known as the pearl of the Indian Ocean with breathtaking natural scenery, rich cultural heritage and warm hospitality. Sri Lanka offers every travelers unforgettable experiences from golden beaches, ancient temples, to misty mountains and vibrant festivals. So I kept the end of my presentation. Visit Sri Lanka and also bring more tourists to Sri Lanka, and tourism is a booming industry in Sri Lanka, so there are so many investment opportunities as well. I need 1 minute to give my sincere thanks to all the stakeholders as the Commissioner General of Expo 2025 from Sri Lanka. Even though we have so many challenges in the beginning, we could continue with our pavilion and our participation from the 30th April to I think the end of the event. To achieve this success, I think the great support from the industry stakeholders from the Sri Lanka and the Japan. I highly appreciate your kind cooperation and support. Thank you very much. Konnichiwa.
ありがとうございました。Thank you very much. 今のプレゼンに関してご質問のある方いらっしゃいますでしょうか。If you have any questions about the presentation, please raise your hand. お願いします。
Thank you very much for a wonderful presentation, as well as thank you very much for having me here today. I deeply appreciate for that. And my name is Mayumi Kato. I'm a university teacher, and the information which I got, I'm going to share this information with my students today. And that's why I'm here. And actually, I went to Sri Lanka in February 2020. That was 2 months after my mom had gone to heaven. But the climate there was so wonderful, so I really wanted my mom to be there before she went to heaven. So I have one idea in my mind for a system. So before she had gone to heaven, I looked after my mom very hard, and since my parents are politicians, so they are not so poor, but it was hard for them to stay in a nursing home in Japan, and they escaped from nursing home. My dream is I want you to, the Sri Lankan people, to support those kind of elderly people, because even though life in nursing homes is a luxury, but they don't want to stay there. So, from December to March or February, many elderly people passed away because of this Japanese climate. As well as I have some connections with nursing home organization in Nagoya City, and they are seeking for some people who can work for those kind of nursing homes. So I want them to learn how Japanese old elderly people stay or their daily life in those kind of facilities, and if you establish such kind of facilities in Sri Lanka, I think that will support a lot of Japanese elderly people, since our life expectancy is very long. So it's a very good thing, but that the end of life is very important. That's what I feel. So you said that the great nation of hospitality and also unforgettable experiences. You have mentioned a lot of wonderful words. So I really wanted to consider. I'm just a teacher, so I'm not big enough to invest anything, but just if I say something, maybe someone here can think about it. So this is not really a question, but this is kind of my request. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you very much for your emotional sharing your questions and your suggestions. especially I think the aged care and especially the medical tourism related products, we also have identified as a niche tourism segment. I think that now there are plenty of properties. They providing the high quality, the similar services, but we have some. We have observed, identified some gaps like the visa-related matters. I think we have plenty of service providers, so in the future we can expect some positive change. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
引き続きご質問のある方いらっしゃいますでしょうか。どうぞお願いいたします。
はい、8月にスリランカに行ってきました。とても素敵な国で、私の質問はたくさんの観光地があるんですけど、それをつなぐ交通網みたいなものをもっとあればいいなと感じてきたんですが、そういう計画が国ではありますか？以上です。
Yeah,
So she went to Sri Lanka in August, and she's asking if there is anything like a road connecting, the location connecting the road network in Sri Lanka, and is there any plan to put up some kind of a road network in Sri Lanka for foreigners to travel?
Yeah, when compared with the Japanese, especially during the last couple of days, I experienced the development and especially the transport and infrastructure facilities in Japan. We have so many gaps. From the government side, we have identified that gaps, and in the future, we need to invest more on such accessibility, connectivity, and the transport facilities, and also some our service quality. I think we have to get so many lessons from Japan. I think we can expect some positive changes in the future.
私も日本で交通は経験しました。日本とスリランカは結構ギャップがあるんですけれども、これから日本のことを学んでスリランカのことも発展していくという考えています。
Thank you very much.
ありがとうございました。Thank you very much. ではここで映像がありますのでご覧ください。Now we are going to show you a video. Please take a look.
Our history isn't in the past. Our heritage isn't of better times. Our culture isn't done being defined. It's in the air. It's in the earth. It's in the waters. As it has been for thousands of years. As it still is this morning. Sri Lanka isn't a place. It's a marvel. A brave new world that wasn't made by the rules. She's a rebel of nature. She's a blessing of imagination, of untold innovation and resilience. Let's tell the story of Sri Lanka with the same courage this island was born of. It's in how we love, how we believe, how we protect, how we share, how we feast, and how we heal. As we dismiss strangers by making them friends. Because that stuff of stars that is beneath our feet, the brilliance that makes the monsoon waltz around lush hills and save itself to soothe scorched plains. The wonder that makes the salty seas nurture jungles of pure paradise. And the wild beauty that stays fierce and vibrant even as time tries to quieten it is in us. And now it's time to show the world Sri Lanka as it has always been, but never been realized before.
ではここで閉会のご挨拶として スリランカ輸出開発局アプサラ・アランパットアシスタントディレクターよりご挨拶申し上げます。To close today's program, we would like to invite Ms. Apsara Arampatto, Assistant Director of the Sri Lanka Export Development Board, to deliver the closing remarks. Please proceed.
Good afternoon. Konnichiwa. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Sri Lanka Export Development Board, it's my privilege and honor to deliver the vote of thanks at the conclusion of this business forum. First, we are deeply grateful to Honorable Chaturanga Singha, Deputy Minister of Industry and Entrepreneurship Development of Sri Lanka, for his participation today representing the government of Sri Lanka, and for the insightful keynote address highlighting the immense opportunities for industry and entrepreneurship development in Sri Lanka. We are equally honoured by the presence of Mr. Hideki Shaw, Sir, Director General of JETRO Osaka. Sir, it was a privilege to hear your perspectives on trade collaboration between Japan and Sri Lanka. Our heartfelt appreciation to JETRO for partnering us in this business forum and networking session, and especially to Mr. Hideki Oi, resident representative of JETRO Colombo, along with the officials from JETRO Osaka for their invaluable support. We also extend our sincere thanks to the Japan Chamber of Commerce and Industry for their support in making this event possible. We gratefully acknowledge the collaboration of the Embassy of Sri Lanka in Japan, His Excellency the Ambassador Professor Janak Kumarasinghe, and the Embassy staff for their outstanding support for organizing this event. Our appreciation also goes to President and the Secretary of and the members of the Sri Lanka Business Council in Japan and the Sri Lanka Japan Business Council for their unwavering commitment to the success of this event. Thank you very much. We extend our heartfelt thanks to all the presenters, speakers who showcase Sri Lanka's export potential, investment climate and tourism offerings. Your valuable insights have provided our guests with a clear understanding of the opportunities for collaboration and growth with Sri Lanka. A special note of thanks to Mr. Sandun Samira, First Secretary, Commercial at the Sri Lanka Embassy of Japan and the representative to the Commissioner General of Expo 2025 for his tireless effort to ensure the smooth organization of this event. We also thank our Chairman, CEO and his team at the EDB, Sri Lanka Export Development Board, for their dedication and hard work in bringing this business forum to function. Further, our sincere thanks goes to the Compeer Ms. Hayaku Ishii for expertly handling the event in both English and Japanese. Arigatou gozaimasu. Finally, to all our distinguished guests and participants, we extend our deepest appreciation for your active engagement, meaningful discussions, and enthusiasm throughout this session. Your presence has made this event truly productive and memorable. We hope you will gain the maximum benefit from the networking opportunities and B2Bs we scheduled at the afternoon session. We look forward to continued collaboration and to strengthen the long-standing partnership between Japan and Sri Lanka. Thank you once again, and we wish you a productive networking session and fruitful business meetings this afternoon. Thank you everyone. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Thank you very much. ありがとうございました。以上をもちまして、スリランカビジネスフォーラムと交流会を終了いたします。This concludes the Sri Lanka Business Forum and Networking Session. この後休憩を挟みまして、次のセッションは14時から再開予定です。We will now